Here's the question for the day. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you doing what you're doing? A lot of times we do things that we don't even know why we're doing it. It's very common. And have you noticed, until somebody asks you some question, that's when you now even begin to think and reason in your mind like, oh, really? I didn't even think about this question. I didn't even think about it. You see, that's to tell you how sometimes we can be lost in thought, or say we can just act subconsciously. In fact, most times we act subconsciously. Most things that we do as humans are usually at a subconscious level. So like we don't usually engage our conscious mind. We're not actively taking those decisions or those actions. We just act based on what is already programmed in our mind, based on maybe our habits, our behavior, and all of those things. So, but you want to ask yourself this question: why are you doing what you're doing? Is there anything you're doing right now, or what you want to do? Have you asked yourself, why are you doing what you're doing? Or why do you want to do what you want to do? Okay, but the question even show more like the present tense. It's the present situation. So what you're even doing right now, why are you doing it? Very important. Why are you doing it? If somebody asks you about what you're doing now, what answer will you give? Will you just give surface, superficial kind of answer? Flimsy, just give flimsy reasons? Or you want to go deeper than what any average person will talk about or will think about? Why are you doing what you're doing? Very important. You see, when you get the reason, and very good reason at that, it will help you to be focused. It will help you to achieve your goals, to get to where you're going without paying so much attention to distractions. Yes, without being drifted. You will be focused. And then you will surely get the motivation to go to where you're going, to get to where where you want to go. So you've got to ask yourself why you're doing what you're doing. Why am I doing what I'm doing? And then one major factor, very important, that separates us from animals is how we reason, how we think, our ability to think. And then that ability to think has given us that ample opportunity to do things with precision, with accuracy, with intelligence, right? With results. We get results with everything we do. Because we think to get reasons for everything we do. We think to know why we're doing whatever we're doing. You see. So it is very important you ask yourself that question. Is there anything you're doing right now? And then I imagine if it's like something very important, something taking your time, your resources, your money, right? Taking an important part of your life. You want to know the reason why you're doing that thing. Very important. Why are you doing what you're doing? Very important. You want to know that reason. Because that's going to help you a lot. Like I mentioned earlier. So you find out. Get to know and be sure and be convinced. You see, when you answer this question, it even consolidates your faith. It establishes your belief. You're more grounded, right? You're more established. Then nobody can talk you out of it. Nobody can talk you out of what you already made up your mind to do. You see, because you've thought through it, you've thought over it. And then it's not a matter of whether you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. Though of course sometimes things change, but at least it is important for you to know why you're doing what you're doing. So you want to ask yourself that question: why am I doing what I'm doing? What is the end goal? What do I want to achieve with this? How is it important to me? Of what benefit? Of what value is it gonna be for my life, for my purpose? You see, very important. So you want to ask that question. Very important. All right.